Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbors.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland, New York, New Jersey,
Minneapolis,
California, Utah,
Michigan.
Iowa, Massachusetts,
Georgia, Canada,
Our home resort is
Animal Kingdom,
Polynesia,
State Lake Tower,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk,
Alani Resort,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian,
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club,
and Wilderness Lodge.
and you're listening to.
and you're listening
You're listening to my DVC Points.
Hi, and welcome everybody to my DVC Points Community Hall Live. I'm Marianne, and I'm your host tonight. And we are excited to talk about things that you might collect, the things that bring home. What do you bring home as memories from the parks or your other Disney DVC adventures? But before we get to that, we would like to thank the world of DVC and DVC Resale Market. One of the things I think we all might collect is DVC points, right? Add-on-itis hits, and we may need to collect more points so that we can go back and stay again and again and again. Well, hit up my friends at DVC Resale Market. They have fantastic people that work for them. All of their guides used to be guides for Disney Direct. They know what they're doing. They know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they're going to tell you everything you need to know when it comes to buying points. So call our friends at the DVC Resale Market, and they'll help you out with those points collections, because goodness knows none of us ever have enough points. And tonight I have some friends joining me that might collect a few things. And those friends are Nick and
Hi,
Steve.
everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
so excited to be here. Thanks for having us on.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to hear about your collections. And my friend Ron. Oh, look, he's got his collections in the background for us.
Just a couple.
So-
How's everybody doing tonight?
It's great. I'm so
Very
glad to
good.
have you here. And we are
Thanks.
so excited to kind of talk about the merch side of the game. When we had a show a few weeks ago, we asked our community, what kinds of things did they want us to talk about? And this was actually one of the suggestions, was what everybody likes to collect. So we thought, hey, why not? I don't mind sharing what I collect, and I don't think any of you do either. So, and in the community, we want to see you hear about your collections too. So make sure you're piping up in the comments section for us tonight. But let's see, what's our first topic? Tell us about your favorite collection. All right, Nick and Steve.
I'll start off. Let me tell you, anything Ursula. She's the best villain ever. She's my favorite character, but so it doesn't get crazy, I started off doing everything involved her at all, but I decided it was just too much. So I've narrowed it down. No villains, no redheads, but I will take Flotsam and Jetsam. But anything that involves just her. So it kind of helps to limit it down to one character, and it just happens to be someone who's not super duper like, Fab Five or anything. But I love me some Ursula. How about you, Steve?
I collect one of the Fab Five. So I'm like him, Donald Duck. I've been collecting for 25 years, and it's only Donald Duck. So no Chip and Dale, no Daisy. If it has any of them on it, it does not go in the collection. We're live from what we call the Donald Duck room. We always joke when guests come, because it's our guest room, if you're afraid of ducks, you're not going to be happy.
And they usually say, as long as not clowns, we're okay.
Yes.
Right?
Or those creepy dolls, those creepy,
Oh, gosh.
the ones that they use in Halloween horror movies. Yeah. I think I
We
could
did-
sleep with Donald Duck, though. I think I could.
We didn't used to collect spirit jerseys, but we've started. Once we started going more often, and really we used to only go in the summer, so we see people wearing spirit jerseys and like, what on earth? This looks just way too hot. And we both decided as teachers that we started making it Magical Mondays. So we wear spirit jerseys to school on Mondays, and it's a fun way to connect with kids. And hey, it's workwear, so it's an expense that makes sense, of course, right?
And then this year, we've also started collecting popcorn buckets.
And sippers if they're cute enough. I mean, what you gonna do?
So like Mariana was talking about packing, when we pack, we go, okay, what do we need to bring back home? All the merchandise. Do we need an extra bag? Do we need the extra suitcase?
one of our more expensive new hobbies, because wall space is limited, is we've stopped collecting prints, and we have 3 pieces of original Disney art, which is just amazing, and we love them. And of course, they feature Donald Duck. But when we go to any of the galleries, we call it, this may be expensive, and I don't know where we find the money, but sometimes we do, because you just see it when you turn the corner and you're like, we have to have it. So original artwork is amazing, but you know, what you gonna do? We're dinks. And how about you, Steve? What else you got?
And then of course, DVC points and contracts. So we're at 3, and we know 2 are in the future. We're waiting for the Disneyland Tower. We're really excited about that. And then there's probably another Grand Cal contract, since we're West Coast people, in the future. And that's all been within, we became members in 2020. So it's been quick add-ons.
We're pandemic DVCers. And, you know, we love our friends over at DVC Resale Market. Andy, Barry, we love you. You're amazing. So we definitely have 2 contracts we bought through him. Let's see. And our last thing I would say that we collect is DVC friends. Yay! We love seeing you. We're just a growing family of folks that we know from this podcast. And it's just great to see you, especially when we go to Disneyland. We always see Gina, that crazy redhead. And we just love you. So look forward to seeing more of you in the parks. How about you, Ron?
No redheads with you. Gina, the crazy redhead in the park. No. Well, I mean, isn't it kind of like asking which of your children is your favorite? Come on. How could you pick a favorite, right? There's just so many, and you guys shared so many good ones. But seriously, I think we love everything. I use the term collect kind of loosely. I don't know if I'd be a collector in the traditional sense. I think of collection as something you buy to put away, and you never touch it, and you know it's there on display. My collections get quite a bit of use. In fact, my favorite would be anything Tommy Bahama. I am a Tommy Bahama fanatic for the clothing, and especially when it comes to the Disney Parks collection. I may or may not have been called to have an unhealthy relationship with Tommy, at least his clothes anyway. But no, that's probably my thing. I have one displayed right here behind me, one of my favorites, with a very, very fun tropical print. You can't really see it with the camera, but Mickey and Minnie are in there. And I think at last count, I had about 22 of the Disney Park Tommy Bahamas. And but they're not on display. They're on display, but not the traditional sense. Anytime I'm at the park, right? So, but I'm going to also speak for Jackie, because she would have liked to be here this evening to join in, but she was unable to. And she loves a lot of Disney. A lot of it I don't want to say forced upon her, but I like to buy her nice things. And she doesn't say no. She doesn't complain. So, I mean, of course, she loves the ears. She loves the Spirit jerseys. She's kind of like you guys, Nick and Steve. She would wear them in the park. Like, isn't that hot? You know, it's hot outside. And she's like, nope, I'm wearing it. I wear it in the evening if I have to. But Spirit jerseys, there's just so many darn cute ones that there such a variety. I mean, my gosh, you could go broke just buying Spirit jerseys alone, and ears. And of course, then they match. So popcorn ears, popcorn Spirit jersey. Mickey Bar ears, Mickey Bar Spirit jersey. We've got some pictures of those on our last trip. But and lastly, and she is like you, Steve. She is anything Donald Duck. She is a huge Donald fan. Of course, I think Donald's great too. But she loves it. And then I kind of got her addicted to the Dooney purses. So those have become quite a collection for her, with the DVC branded ones, as well as some of the other ones. So she has one for every season, you know, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, summer, winter, Chicago, you know, all of them. So, and then, not to get drawn out, but Marianne, you said it. Nick and Steve, you said it. Who doesn't love to collect DVC points, right? Who can ever have enough DVC points? I start looking at contracts. There's one on DVC Resale Market, because I can't stay away from DVC Resale Market. I have an addiction. Tommy Bahama and DVC Resale. I don't know. I might need a 12-step program for these things. But there's a contract out there for Grand Floridian, I don't know, 800 and some points. I'm like, Jack, look at this one. We got to add on. She's like, or just buy a house down there. It's like,
That would be
you
the
know,
Chad Pennycuff. That would be the Chad
that would be
Pennycuff way of
the
handling
Chad
it.
method.
On
Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of a few of the things that we focus on. And anything Disney is awesome for us. And oh wait, did I forget to mention magic bands? Oh my own. Forget about it. So many magic bands. So many magic bands. What about you, Marianne?
Well, let's be honest that what I think the thing that I probably collect the most is sighs and groans from my husband when I say that there's merch that I want to buy. So we'll start with that. But no, I'm kind of that. You guys know I'm kind of that budget girl. I have a couple of tote bags over the years and a couple of backpacks, and usually why I buy a backpack is because my one that I was carrying broke. So then that gives me a reason to look for a good backpack while I'm there. So I'm kind of a bag girl, but I'm not that Dooney and Burke expensive or Loungefly expensive bag girl. The couple of Loungeflies I have, one was the cute DVC one that someone sent me, that I sent them some cash when they saw it in the parks. And then I got one at the outlet. An outlet shopper sent it to me, and that was just my price, because $80, and no matter how much I love that little orange bird, but with tax and free shipping, it was going to be $99 for that orange bird Loungefly to come to my house. And no matter how much I love that little guy, I just can't justify it. But DVC enabled.
Did we mention magic bands?
Seriously, because you remember back in the day when you could order these for free or for like a couple of bucks more? So I have a bucket of magic bands, just like buckets and buckets of magic bands. It's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, people. It is. I mean, it's just crazy. So that
How
is
about
probably
Katie?
Katie, though. Katie collects.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Collects pins. And Katie also collects baseball hats with more pins in them.
Nice.
Because she didn't even get them put on the board yet.
Love it.
So, but Katie always has to wear a baseball cap. She has a scar on her scalp that requires her to wear a hat all the time when she's outside, especially in Florida. And cute little ear headbands just don't do it. So in our family, we all wear baseball hats, and every trip usually ends up with a couple of new baseball hats coming home with us, and bucket hats. All the cute, if there's a cute bucket hat out there, it's coming home with us. So, but I've not gotten into spirit jerseys. I'm so proud of myself. I've not done that yet. I haven't.
Don't do it.
Yeah, right. It's kind of like, I got a couple of cute sippers behind me, but I really wanted the drink that was in them, or the ice cream, dishes. I kind of enjoyed those kind of collectibles when it really didn't cost me any extra to get it. For a long time, I would get the resort mugs because I considered that my collection was the resort mug, because they change them up. Right.
Sure.
So, there's that, because again, I'm the cheap girl collector, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So let's see what our community has to say about their collections. Gina's favorite collections are food and wine teas and spirit jerseys, etc.
Nice.
Oh, there's an etc.
Did she forget an and? Isn't it food and wine and spirit jerseys? I think she forgot an and in there.
And she also has a lot of Haunted Mansion art. That's very
Nice.
cool.
That is
That's
cool.
very cool. Judy P says her favorite character is Minnie Mouse, and she likes to collect coffee mugs and pins.
She's a classic.
Tommy, my kids and I collect pins. Myself, Mickey and Tink, my son Oswald, my oldest daughter Alice, because that's her name, and Stitch. And my youngest daughter loves Winnie the Pooh and any princess. My wife and I also started with the spirit jerseys this year too.
Good luck.
Yep. Yep. Linda collects Armani Disney figures, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Mickey, Fantasia, and Pinocchio. I bet those are beautiful.
They're
Those
nice,
are
yeah.
beautiful kind of collectibles.
There might be a Donald one over there.
Oh, okay. There you
Maybe.
go. My favorite thing
Maybe.
to collect is Christmas tree ornaments. I think I want to start getting into pins more too. Pins
Oh.
are kind of ridiculous. I'm just gonna say that.
Mhm.
They're
I do
really-
have the Donald Duck Christmas tree. I have a Christmas tree that's all Donald Duck
Oh.
ornaments.
Oh, how fun is that?
I love the family tradition of Christmas tree ornaments, though. That's great.
Yeah, that's an awesome one. Patricia has to have a Tinkerbell figurine. And in Animal Kingdom, I have to have an animal planter with a succulent in them. Oh, that's a
Oh,
clever
that's cool.
idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Caleb says, we started collecting Been There coffee mugs from Starbucks. I'm also a collector of Roosevelt shirts that are Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel, and I use all of these collections. Collections you can use. That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, yes, Dan, Austin, they may have a problem. They may have a problem with collecting coffee mugs. Usually come home with 2 or 3 a trip. We are bringing a spare suitcase for all the Disneyland mugs and bubble wrap.
Don't know anything about
And-
that, Dan. Don't know anything about that.
Bubble wrap and all that. Go ahead and just pack it up. So Gina says the Harvey seatbelt bags. Because they're made locally in her school's hometown. Those
They're
seatbelt
so
Harvey's
cute.
bags are
Oh my
really
gosh.
cool.
Yeah.
They are really cool. Vicky is the tote bags, especially when they sell them at the checkout. Absolutely. That gets me every time.
Hey, Vicky.
I knew Mary Ann was a bag lady.
dig.
It's true. Come on, I'm a teacher. We carry 8 bags of stuff to school every day. So I might as well carry it in cute Disney bags. Facebook user, give Facebook permission to post on StreamYard. Coffee mugs, the most, but lately I've bought a few Disney Pandora charms. Ooh, that's kind of fun, those Pandora charms. And those are small and easy. You don't have to take a suitcase to bring those home.
So true.
Caleb says magic bands for every stay. I have several stays that we didn't go to because we canceled and rebooked. Yes, that might be why that magic band pile is a little bit taller than, or these split stays. Because if you split stay and you have 4 hotels, back in the days where they gave you a magic band, yeah, you bet I'll pick 4 different ones. Duh. Christy says Crocs, Loungefly backpacks, Christmas ornaments, and home good products.
Nice.
Yep. Jennifer, insert joke about collecting DVC points here.
That's
I
right.
agree. Holly says mini ears and spirit jerseys. Jennifer, I want to see a picture of the Donald Duck tree. Please post it in the group. Okay, now there you've got homework.
We can definitely
Homework.
all post some pictures of collections. Yeah.
Caleb says we also collect Disney Gallery of Light by help me. Olszewski?
Olszewski.
Okay, thank you. They are beautiful
thinking
little
Olszewski.
dioramas. Yeah. Okay, I want to see
Nice.
pictures of that in the group, Caleb. Jillian just bought some Kate Spade Minnie Mouse earrings. Might just start
Ooh.
collecting Disney jewelry. I like wearing subtle nods to Disney. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Holly also collects something from each resort we stay at that is specific for that resort. A Copper Creek totem pole figurine, Animal Kingdom Lodge mask, Alani many figures, etc. Wow. Thanks, Jillian. There are a lot of us. There are a lot of us on this screen right now. Here's an interesting question. Has your collecting habits changed over the years? Have you changed your characters up a little bit? Have you changed what you collect over the years? So, Nick and Steve?
To answer with Donald Duck, no. I started off, the first thing I ever bought, I decided quickly only Donald Duck. I've been more selective. I don't necessarily buy everything. I have to like it now because really I'm running out of space. With the Donald Duck pins, I pin trade. So that's where I get a lot of my Donald Duck pins. I just keep on the lookout for pins. I've also got suckered into buying the mystery boxes if there's a Donald Duck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say I've introduced him to Whatnot, and sorry. If you don't know Whatnot, it's a fun trading community online. But yeah,
Oh.
we definitely didn't do spirit jerseys at all. So that's a new thing for us over time. Now that we go more often because of DVC.
Absolutely.
And then the popcorn buckets. I don't know. It started because of him, and now like
Right?
I'm
They're
a little
just
worried.
so cute.
I like you, those of you that are into pins and Pandora and small things. It's a good idea. We feel for you coffee mug people. We probably have 30 Starbucks Disney coffee mugs, and it's an addiction.
Absolutely.
How about
Ron,
you,
how about you?
Oh, couple mugs for sure. We all got a couple mugs, couple 40. No, it's I would say in reality, this the whole collecting and Disney and all of that, it's a fairly new obsession. I mean, a hobby that we've come across. So we say it's changed much, except for the fact that there are times, like you're bringing up some things that I'm not as familiar with either like Armani things and stuff. So I as I learn about them, it changes what I might like to collect or purchase more of, because you get introduced to them if you're not aware of them. So that's pretty cool. I always like seeing new items. I always like seeing all the new designs, whether it be everything we've talked about, mugs, the spirit jerseys, the Starbucks, not just the mugs, but the tumblers, the with the straws. It's just, geez, there's so much. It's just, yeah, let's go with obsession. It's not a hobby anymore. It's just an obsession. The only thing that's really changed is probably the amount of items that we buy now, which let's just say it certainly hasn't decreased. Okay. That's about what's changed for us. The actual amount of Disney items in the household. And you touched on the planters, and I forgot to mention that Jackie loves they're the little planters. Like they just, there was Chip and Dale, and the Thumper was just out a little bit ago on Shop Disney. So we grabbed those for her birthday. So he puts them in her office, but she showed me one she got most recently, and it's so cool. She's like, you know what these plants are called? I'm like, no, plants are called. So this is called something. It's this. Some people call it a snake plant. And there's a new little planter. Have you seen this one, guys? It's a boot. It's the boot with the plant in it. She goes, get it? I'm like, yes. So there's a snake in my boot.
Yes.
Kinda
I
fun.
saw that, and I thought it was really cute.
But no. Funny about that, though. It showed up for the third time one day. And I said, Jack, what else did you order? I got the camera. Amazon just came to the thing. He says, I didn't order anything. I'm like, okay, well, let me go look at what it is. Jackie Schammert. There it is. Okay. I said, I didn't order anything. Where's it from? She picks up the box. Oh, Shop Disney. Shop Disney. Oh, I mean, when you forget how much you're ordering, that when it shows up, you don't even remember you ordered it. Do we have an obsession, or is it a hobby? I ask you. I put it to the jury. I don't know.
Well, I will say the one thing I don't buy very much anymore is cute plush. I think that is probably one of the things that I've changed over the years, mainly because I have a plush killer. I have a 6-year-old Labrador Retriever. And so if the plush gets down in her zone, the plush dies. Because we had a porg that was well loved by Katie Tracy that she was very excited to bring home from a trip many moons ago that lost all of its legs and arms to the plush killer. So someone had to send me a new porg because she thought it tasted like chicken too, just like Chewbacca. We should have named that dog Chewbacca. But, overall, the other thing that I do collect and has stayed really the same over the years, I forgot to mention, is I like to collect photos. I am that girl who adds photo pass to her pass every year or buys it for every trip. And I do make my family stop. And I love capturing and keeping those photo memories over the years, because that's really why we're going to Disney, is to, keep the memories, right? And so, while the pins and the magic bands and the mugs and all that is fun, it's the memories that we're really capturing. So that's probably my collection. Otherwise, I've probably slowed down in the merch buying over the years, but every once in a while, then I get like a whole Orange Bird collection drops, and I go, "Oh my gosh, I have to have it all." I don't, but I have to have it all.
But you want it all. That's right.
I want. So then I have to adult. But the other thing that's probably changed over the years since I started going to Disney, because I went to Disney for the first time when I was 10 years old, is now I do collect Make Me a Better Mommy drinks. And I probably didn't collect those when I was a child or when I was in high school.
Probably.
So, or maybe even early college days. I probably didn't collect those back in the day. But now I find that I collect lots of good mommy drinks. So there is that. Let's see what our people in our community say. Gina, when she first got her annual pass in 1994, she used to collect pins, and it was great until pin trading became a thing. And that quickly ended when I couldn't collect all the pins because they got so expensive. There's a lot of truth to that there. One pin of the Three Caballeros from my Three Caballeros fan being $20. Holy cow. There is some truth to that. And Tommy says, my pin collecting didn't start until I joined DVC. Well, see, yeah, absolutely. Gina said she also has Starbucks mugs, Haunted Mansion Doonies, and holiday Beanie Babies from the early 2000s. Gina, we need to see these pictures in the group.
Yes.
Because that's
while
a
I have a
fun
flashback.
one. Holiday beanies.
Beanie Babies, the investment. Yes.
Well, we all invested in Beanie Babies. I have a Beanie Baby around here somewhere that I let the kids finally play with, because it wasn't going to mean anything. Judy P, I use a different Disney mug every morning. I go sit on my lanai and drink coffee. Another beautiful day in Florida.
That is so Golden Girls, lanai. Right.
And what it's great is when you have a collection you can use like that. That's awesome.
Can I collect lanais? Not in the Midwest, huh? Damn it.
Vicky says, "Oh my gosh, me and you are the same, Marianne." Okay, Vicky, we don't have time. I love you. Vicky's cute and little, and I am not cute and little. Vicky says she just started doing tote bags and now plush, and she used to buy cute plush as well, but they are too bulky to keep buying. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just buy a couple of, if it really hits me as just adorable, I might buy it and try to store it high enough that the plush eater doesn't eat it. So
Plush eater.
Plush eater, plush killer, whatever she is. She's a Labrador Retriever. That's what she is. So, any DVC specific merchandise you like to collect? Let's hear about it.
Mostly resort pins of where we own, and I'm caught up with Riviera because it's a new property, right? So I have all of those pins. I started to Grand Cal, but it's years and years. I'll never catch up, but I'm gonna try. But then, of course, I do like to have some home court or home resort pride with t-shirts as well. So mostly those two things, pins and t-shirts. You?
I let him collect.
He supports.
There you go.
How about you, Ron?
Couple different things. One, as you can see, this is one of the newer pullovers. The quarter. It's not a quarter zip; it's a quarter snap. But I love quarter zips, quarter snaps. So anything that has DVC on it that could be worn, I'm definitely interested in it. Yeah, the Spirit jerseys, obviously they've got quite a few really nice Spirit jerseys, pullovers, mugs. I got one that I love that I try to use as often as possible. Other than that, I guess the accurate answer would be just yes. If it says DVC on it, I want it. I mean, pretty much anything. That's about it. There's probably a good chance we'll get it at some point. So if it says DVC, it's a collectible, in my opinion. Even rugby polos, those are nice too. Got that one.
Yeah.
I know this will probably change pretty soon with the opening of the tower, but currently in the West Coast, I love it when I run into someone wearing some kind of DVC wear in Disneyland. I immediately strike a conversation with them. It's just so fun to talk to other DVC members on the West Coast.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just so different, right?
When you see it, you notice it, and you
Yeah.
go,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
"Oh,
Where do you own?
you are
Yeah.
the same as me. You're the same level of crazy as I am." Okay.
Passionate, Marianne, passionate. Let's use our words correctly.
So I
Uh,
am terrible. So I bought my direct contracts when the blue tote bag was the tote bag, and it was a tote bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they came out with a new tote bag. And I didn't want to buy another contract to get a tote bag, but I had to have that tote bag. So eBay, here I come, and I spent a bunch of money on somebody's free tote bag they got with purchase on eBay. So I'd have that tote bag. And then what did DVC go and do?
Backpack.
A really cute backpack.
That's when we came in.
I didn't want it. I didn't want it. Then I didn't want to do that either. I didn't want to buy another contract just for a backpack. I mean, Tom Tracy would put his foot down and say, absolutely not. We're not doing that. So eBay, here I come again. Gosh, Tom better not be watching the show. eBay, here I come again, buying a DVC backpack because the FOMO of, well, but I have to have it. Everybody else has it. And then you know what DVC resale market started to do? They have a backpack. And thankfully, I might have whined a lot, and Jody Gross sent me one. So, because I was like, what? Thank you, Jody, for filling my backpack need. But gosh, I was like, that's a killer. And then this other thing, I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, sliders.
Those
Oh,
little magic band
sliders.
sliders, these were long gone by the time I joined DVC in 2017. And I went on eBay and because I had to have these. How ridiculous am I? How ridiculous am I to have to
So
do
ridiculous.
that, right? So ridiculous. And also, this is when I do buy a Christmas tree ornament. Every summer, I buy a new DVC Christmas tree ornament when we're there. It may not be resort specific. It's usually just DVC specific, but because they always have a different DVC logo one out every year. So I usually buy a Christmas tree ornament. But does anybody in our community collect any DVC merch? Tommy says some of the resort pins that I own at, or just the DVC member pins. Absolutely. And Gina says she got the Magic Band slider at Grand Cal about a month ago. Ooh, you got the new one? Oh, see, I'm hoping there's still going to be new ones when I get there in June. Because I must have one. And especially when the things are free. Right, guys?
Yes, they are, yeah.
The little pins last summer that you went around and played the scavenger hunt, DVC scavenger hunt, scenic selfies game.
Yes.
And there was a pin for every resort. That was a free thing. You bet your bippy I was collecting those. I'm all about the free things. And Jillian says that DVC resale backpack saved me last week when my kid's backpack broke. But now his school will know his mama is Disney crazy.
Passionate. Disney passionate.
Passionate, yes. Invested.
Disney passionate about Disney.
I think I need to start collecting more eBay stock after hearing Marianne talk. So.
Oh, jeez. It's bad. It's bad. Katie Katie, for her birthday, got a really cute 3 Caballeros Loungefly.
Oh,
That's been retired for I don't know how long.
it's
Thank
so
you.
cute.
Thank you, eBay. Thank
Yeah.
you, eBay. But, I should have bought it back in the day when I saw it originally. Oh, well, eBay. eBay will get my money every time. And the last question we have for everybody out there is, does that DVC discount have any effect on what you collect?
Yes, but we also have the magic key. So we have that Disneyland annual pass. I reasoned that I could buy more because I'm getting a discount.
That's called Disney math.
Yes. Yes, I've learned, like he said, the art gallery we have to be careful about going into because I might buy stuff or walking in the store. Oh, especially when the Disney discount was 30% on one trip.
Mm-hmm.
That caused me to buy probably more than I would have because 30% off.
Right?
I wish it was. Yeah, I wish the discount was on Shop Disney more often, but what you gonna do?
No, we don't because we buy more.
Right. Right.
How about you, Ron?
Yeah, 30%. I got excited for a minute. No, the discount. Well, it's not the be all end all. We absolutely want to use it to its fullest extent, right, when it's available. But we definitely, as you mentioned, we tend to keep a close eye on those periods where there's the extra savings, and sometimes they work out where we're down there. Sometimes we've got friends down there that if we really have our eye on something, there are times we'll wait, and then knowing that eventually, hey, if it's gone, it's gone. It wasn't meant to be. But if it's still around and there's a 30% opportunity, we'll either be there or get there or find someone to get it for us. And during those times, as you guys alluded to, we may or may not purchase a little more than we would have otherwise, just because you're right, Steve? 30%. It's like getting something for nothing. So, but we understand at the end of the day just how completely blessed we are, not only to be able to collect all these fun and wonderful things, but just to be DVC members in general and collect the memories. Marion, you talked about it. Just such a great, genuine, kind, welcoming community. The memories collected, as we're getting close to wrapping here, the memories collected are worth way more than anything that we could have materially in our possession. So that's one of the things that I really, really cherish the most. And PhotoPass, quick thing. We were at a little party today. We're at my daughter's house celebrating an event, and the others, her in-laws, were there, and we're taking them on this trip in 13 days. So as we're kind of wrapping the conversation, letting them know what to expect because they're not avid Disney goers like we are, Jackie said, "Oh, and one last thing. Be prepared to stop at every single PhotoPass photographer because Ron will stop at every one." I said, "Yep," and I'm not gonna back down from that, 100%. So, yeah. So the discount, and with the AP, which thank the Lord we snuck in that little window back during the 50th anniversary. There's a couple months they started selling them again, and been on it. Adding that PhotoPass for a full year isn't such a bad deal.
Yeah.
With the AP. So
yeah, no.
Marianne, what about you? What do you?
The 30%, when it comes around to 30%, that always affects how I'm budgeting and that kind of thing. And the other thing is that I don't buy merch if I'm not using a Disney gift card. And I'm using a Disney gift card that I've played the Disney gift card game to get. So it's one that I've saved money on from buying it in the first place. It's usually at least a 10% off. Yeah. It's where I've spent $90 for that $100 gift card. So I do a lot of that kind of finagling and that kind of thing. So I don't usually buy merch if it's not got that 10%. And then on top of it, either a 20% or a 30%. So yes, a lot of times I will justify it and play Disney math with going, oh, it's really not that expensive because then I get this discount and that discount. And oh, don't go to the register. I will look at Katie and go, don't go buy that yet. Remember, I need to go buy it with you so we get the discounts and that kind of thing. And I've been known to buy a bottle of pop in a gift shop before to get my 20% off instead of at the cart of iced pop out in the park, because that 20% on a bottle of pop makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it really does. But let's see about our neighbors. Let's see. Gina says, she only got the DVC discount. It's only on the Sorcerer's Pass. And so it's only for the Sorcerer's Pass. And she uses the AP discount instead. I'm confused, but that's okay. I live in a world of confusion. Amy, we will figure out how to get that to give you StreamYard permission. It's Amy Beatty. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
So Judy, she uses the AP discount because she has resale points, so she doesn't get a DVC discount. Really, that's one of the dumber things Disney has ever done in their direct versus resale battle, because why not give people it's for them pretty minimal discount to get people buying more. So that's kind of a goofy thing, Disney, if you're listening. So
Our
you might
sponsors will help you out with that contract. They will.
Absolutely. And you know what? Also, you might have saved enough money on your contract and on your points to be able to go on a shopping spree in the parks too. So Tommy says, I think it affects me because I buy more because it's cheaper and I'm getting back some of the thousands of dollars I spent per point a little at a time.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you are so right, Ron. Memories. I'm collecting memories, and thanks for that one.
It's a cheap one. It's cheap.
And Vicky says sometimes they have that extra 35% off at Walt Disney World, and then all bets are off. I am with you, Vicky. That
Ding,
one
ding, ding.
swings me every time, every single time. So, but yeah, it's, I think that Ron hit it on the head earlier when he said collecting the memories. I think that's the most important part of it, is collecting the memories. And I also agree with Nick and Steve that collecting those Disney friends, I think that the people that live in our neighborhood, I just love them. I love all the people that are either on the shows with us or the people that respond in the message boards in our community. It's just, they make Disney really great. I mean, I could go to Disney once or twice a year and really enjoy it with my family and good friends, but I think there's something special about collecting all these crazy characters that I've collected over the years with my DVC points.
Passionate. Yes.
These crazy characters, these crazy passionate characters that I've collected over the years. So I think that's one of the best things that I've collected too. So, hey guys, thanks for joining me. And hey community, thanks for joining us and making this a really interesting conversation. Now y'all have made me start thinking about other things I want to buy.
Post those pictures. I can't wait to see the collection.
Yes. And Christmas, if you have special Christmas trees with Disney and all of that, I don't care that it's, March. Go ahead, post them in the group. Gina or I will put a post up and let's post all kinds of stuff because that would be very fun to see.
Passionate pictures.
Lots of pictures of passionate merch buying.
Making memories.
So, hey guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. And thanks once again to World of DVC and DVC Resale Market for sponsoring our show. We appreciate you enabling us to collect more points so we can collect more memories. Thanks again, guys. Have a great evening. Good night.
Thanks, Marianne. Bye, Ron.